All right, we started already. Nice. So welcome everybody who joined already. Let's see if anybody came up on Twitch or Kick. That'd be nice. Cool. And then in the meanwhile, we can just set up the live stream for TikTok though. Nice. I didn't know actually that you can do partially some hashtags for TikTok actually. Nice. All right. So today we are going to talk about that Passport.js application that we did last time. We continue with this today, and it's where did we stop last time? Actually, we stopped into source controllers, and we did this bar. Yeah. Let's continue here and see what we can do about it. And let's wait for some people to join. Also, I'm looking out at Kick, I'm looking out at Twitch, so if you actually join us there as well, I will try to read your comments. And that's it. Let's move on. Today we will try to be creative a bit and create as much as we can of what we left over last time when it comes to controllers and stuff. And we move forward. So let me actually prepare my GitHub. I actually forget that GitHub provides like not a dark mode kind of option, because I only have activated the dark mode from now on, and I really get used to it like that. Cool. So, already Quintessential joined. All right, cool. So let's wait for all of you to join and let's start. Yeah, let me actually put the live stream restriction down so you can actually write whatever comment, guys, that you want to do. Where is it? Hide potential comments. I'll just delete that, so we'll be able actually to share anything. Right now we are in a very perfect streak. I only have 3 days a week that I don't actually push stuff, but still on these 3 days I am actually live streaming. Typo under user register unless what line? I'm not gonna move my cursor, so you just let me know which line. Under user register, query and disconnect. What is exactly? I'm not sure about where is the typo, but I will wait for you actually to let me know. You Swedish? No, I'm not. I wish I do though. It will be nice. I'm not Swedish. Osman asked. Alright, query and disconnect is just a function, by the way. Disconnect needs okay. Actually, let me see, what did I call it? Disconnect. Okay, sure. I'm actually surprised by how your eyes guys are very good with this. I'll try smart rename disconnect. Hopefully now if I go back, it's fixed. Thank you a lot for that. So hopefully it's fixed everywhere. Nice. Cool. So today we are going actually not to do any Leetcode anymore. We're gonna move on with what white noise actually app is at this level. And we last time did this Passport.js part. We actually prepared some config. I need actually to remember stuff because honestly it's been a while. So this is a function that now is having an any. For some reason this promise void didn't work for us for here, like the query func class didn't do well, but now it's doing well for some reason. Let me just see that. I will just npm run dev, see if that will cause any problems. Yep. So yeah, it says that tslint argument of type promise blah 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 is not assignable to parameter of query func. At this point I don't know what to do with this, but might be that I actually just try AI for this shit. I'll just show that error and then try here to kind of like show it this as well, because this function is just like what it does. It disconnects each time it does like a query. Yeah, and let's see if that will work. So what it's saying for me now is just this query function cannot be like that. It just returns any, because we don't know what is kind of like the promise that we are going actually to return. That's true, yeah, because you never know, but seems like that's not working as well. Unexpected any. Let me just do it again and open that. It's in controllers, now it's in DB. And expected any, so that shouldn't be there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think even here the AI cannot help us because it doesn't understand like exactly what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I was thinking that void will be a thing, but in our case let's just return this to void, gcc it and basically comment it, and I will put this as any. For now this is not as important for me, honestly, and I don't want to go into the loop. But yeah, the port works, the local storage, everything, the express server works, so I don't have any problem with that. All right, cool. Why do I have Google suddenly opening? Yeah, yo bro, did you go to university for computer science? Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it for a second. And then I knew that I don't need it. So if you want to be a web developer, I think you don't really need to be into kind of computer science that much, because it includes some math things that you probably don't need to understand or even learn. But at some point it might be good, and it might actually just revive your brains. If you are actually not coding for so long or not doing anything regarding coding, you need to revive your brain, basically like spike it with some math and some physics. But overall, you don't really need that physics. You only need algorithmics. Let's say, for example, I will open my Excalibur website as always, and we are starting to do some drawing, basically, right? Let's say you are actually understanding what is JavaScript kind of, and you want to become a web developer. Oh, so good. Like, I have my mouse, it's so better than the mouse that I have at work, because at work I try actually to to do something like this super fast, like I write super fast like this, and all I can get is something like this, like but yeah, anyhow. So if you are trying to be a web dev, and you go for the degree option, where you are maybe in a comp sci, or what they call computer science. Actually, I still to this point I don't know what is the difference between that and information technology. And there is like comp sci information technology, and like there is even, you can go to mathematical modeling, for example, and learn, let's say, what's it called, that math for matter, MATLAB. Yeah, you can learn MATLAB, and for MATLAB you learn some like logic about if else, switch cases, stuff like that, if else's or itinerary and stuff like that. And then from here and that, you say to yourself, okay, I think I am good at math, and then I am good at logic. then therefore I will go the comp-sci way. The only thing that you need from the comp-sci is probably a bit of logic, kind of like how computers works, how things are done solely, like how can you actually build an app from scratch without actually thinking a lot about like math and stuff like that. So yeah. What is the difference between TypeScript and GS? Do you know, guys, what is the difference between this? Have you ever coded a Discord bot? No. It disconnected for all the people that were watching. Sad but true. Sad but true. Let me just get everything to work solely. Yeah, I think all good. I'll just go live again. Let's see for that. Yeah. Oh man. So now you have actually to come back. Sad, you know. Let's start again. I have no problem with that. Hopefully this doesn't happen anymore. Yeah. So yeah, that's why Twitch and all of these other stuff are really better. And also my internet should be better at this point, but I will complain to them. I'll try my best to kind of like complain and say that this is unacceptable. But yeah, maybe in the meanwhile, I would just prepare the difference between TypeScript and JavaScript, so you guys have like an idea about how that works, right? All right, cool. Let me just take off this then. And maybe I will prepare everything and then I can explain it while you guys actually write some comments so I can read them. So anybody who writes a comment now, I will read it, so feel free to do that. All right, I will try to kind of like do a very good scripted, like JavaScript versus TypeScript. TypeScript. All right, so VS. So here, anybody knows what is the good thing about JavaScript? Like, what is JavaScript, and maybe what is the difference between them? Yeah, so guys, I see that you're already. All right, let's keep it like this for now until it goes really well, and then we easy to say no type checking. This is interesting. We're back. Cool. Reconnection succeeded. Oh, okay. Let me just try this out again. Yeah, the reconnection is there, but the live stream isn't. Continue live. I'm now continuing to live stream for you guys. Yeah, cool. Nice. A function should only do one thing. Well, the only thing that you need to understand for this function actually is the fact that for my controllers, I needed actually to connect Prisma kind of. And for Prisma, I honestly needed kind of like this square and disconnect, so I don't have any problem with my rec and res kind of function, because user register doesn't accept to be sync, because then I will pass it into a router. So in this case, I need to do it like that. So I needed like a name of a function that I may use to kind of save myself in this position. Yeah. So my question here is for you all guys to actually type down what you know the difference between JavaScript and TypeScript, because this is what I'm trying to explain to you right now, and then I will share my vision about it. Okay? Let's see what you can say about it. Yeah. So you can think, for example, about runtime and you can say, for example, hey, I think that TypeScript provides a compile time type check-in or something like that, right? Type check or something like that. I'm trying now to actually create something just to share it with you very quickly while I am looking at what you guys actually writing. Iridine, hey there. We started with already a lot of problems with the internet, not letting us actually stream. Very good. But yeah, hopefully everything goes good now. Yeah. Actually, I cannot type really good now because of trying actually to put things out in a very good way. All right, so then I can actually explain them to you. Actually, it really bugs me a lot that now that I write JavaScript, sometimes I cannot see that I can do interfaces, and I figured out that JavaScript doesn't even support interfaces, enums and generics at all. Yeah, enum interfaces, yeah, and types in general. Yeah. All right, let's start small and then move from there, right? Yeah. All right, so I will share my screen right now. This is behind me is something that I wanted always to share with you guys, and because I actually always get so many questions about, hey, what is TypeScript, what does TypeScript do, why TypeScript, and so on. So I am waiting for you guys in the chat to let me know what is TypeScript, and from there I will explain what I have behind me. Okay. What is full stack in programming? Full stack is basically kind of like how you can build an application based on two wallets. Like the first one is having an UI that is based on your front-end code, and the backend, which is the logic that you can connect from this MVC approach, that what we call like models, view, like components and stuff like that. And it's really important for you to know that that you are actually able to create your logic in the backend easier than in the front end, because on the front end actually you have a lot of render issues. Probably if anything updates in the front, it will be a heavy computation. So the separation of concern came and actually decided to separate both things, like front end and back end, so we can create or maybe have two type of people that can create the same app but with different ideas, right? HTMX. Well, HTMX is really a good thing. By the way, hello ZXZ, welcome back. I see you a lot in the chat these days, so thanks for joining back. HTMX is kind of like Svelte when it came up for the first time. Everybody is hyped about it, and it's really amazing to use. It's tasteless. It has like amazing like features, and anything that you can actually put and start moving on with is really amazing, because at that time you can just configure like a simple script and start actually working with HTML, and you still can do actually websites and so on, right? Susie said, oh, you're back. Hey there. Hey everyone. All right, I will explain myself when it comes to TypeScript very quickly, because this is kind of like a dilemma. Everybody is asking about it, and I cannot find a better place to actually explain it but a live stream like this. So I always say, what is TypeScript versus JavaScript? You can ask like anybody this, and he will be like, yeah, JavaScript complements like TypeScript, and it's true. Yeah, that's totally true. But TypeScript to JS is like carpet to car or car to carpet, right? It's two total different things, honestly, and they have nothing to do with each other. But the only thing that you need to know is that TypeScript came because of the super runtime errors that JavaScript runs. So JavaScript can create a lot of typo errors in the front, back, whatever. So in this case, TypeScript came as a hero to fix out these things, right? So JavaScript is dynamic. Basically, you don't have typing, you don't have static anything. You can do whatever you want. And TypeScript is a superset on top of JS that allows you to type statically. Basically, if you put an array, it cannot be anything else but an array. Especially if you also go another step further and say array of numbers, it cannot be anything else but an array of numbers. If you go another step further and make it like just a number, like let's say x equals 70, then that type of 70 means that x cannot be anything else but the type or the number of 70. And that's really cool, because then you can create really kind of like borders to your app, like let people play around on your own rules on your application. So yeah, then JavaScript, it makes it that it's dynamic. Let me choose another color. So JavaScript dynamic, this is a superset to JavaScript, therefore it's not dynamic anymore, it's basically statically typed, right? There is no type check in here, which actually we are talking here about compile time, kind of. And on the other hand, compile time actually has a type check at TypeScript, which means that when you run the application, it does check if that's actually an array of numbers or not. Yeah, there is one thing actually about the support of enum, interfaces, types in general, and stuff like that. In TypeScript, they exist. In JavaScript, they don't exist at all. Basically, an interface of JavaScript might be actually related to classes than to typing at all, right? So here you are susceptible to actually have more runtime errors, right? And you will have too much runtime errors, because the same let's say catch hook or catch scope that you did that accepts an error can be returned in an array later on, which is actually not the case, and you cannot return an array of messages while you only need to return one message, for example. Yeah, and there is no interfaces, no static typing, and nothing in JavaScript, which makes it more playable. So if you want to actually learn JavaScript, start with this and then move on to TypeScript when you start building like professional stuff, because then you are going to create good stuff here without any runtime errors. And that's it. That's the difference. Car to carpet. Keep it in mind, and don't please confuse it, because I see a lot of confusion in the chat. Nice. So Zifazir asked, how does the browser translate JSX and TSX for the browser to understand? Actually, the browser doesn't translate anything if you think about it. That's why we have transpilers and compilers. The fun part is that if you compile your code, now it's just pure JavaScript that relies on the V8 engine to run. And then you say, hey, I want to run my code on the DOM. So basically, JavaScript says, okay, there is this virtual DOM that I have for this React framework. Let me just play around and push everything into this root of div and see how things play out. But the transpiler actually then will put everything, will load the HTML first, the CSS second, and JavaScript third, and compile them into one folder and try to just live server them for you. But overall, TSX is not there for the build time, it's not there for the runtime. TSX is only for the transpiling part or the compiling part. Yeah, you only runtime, like basically the build of your application is only a build of JS. And I can explain to you that how it works actually. Here we have a dist folder of the same backend, and here we go. This is a build. This is what does later on my application read basically, which is wrong. Not that code that we need actually. We need this one, for example, or for the same page we need this one to run, right? But sadly this one translates to this. So this is basically a dev time code, and this is a runtime code, kind of, right? And it uses common JS model. And how can you set that up? You can just go here and open the TS config. Basically, I have a TS config here, and you choose what model you want to run. I can actually choose even newer models. Common JS, I think 2016 plus, but I can do, hey, I want to use ECMAScript. Let's say ECMAScript 2024 or something like that, and then therefore the code will be totally different from what we saw in the build. It will actually change completely. Yeah, this will probably not use require at all. It will use the import states and stuff like that, which is better. Yeah, and there will be no vars. It will be always let and const basically. That's it. I mean, it depends, right? I hope this answered your question, but that's how it is. Yeah. Are you a programmer in Android Studio? No, I don't work with that actually. Yeah. Are you using Express for React project? Yeah, I'm doing a React project basically. And what I'm doing also here is just preparing like a small backend to talk about React and how can I actually link it with a backend, basically with the MERN stack kind of. Hey, Arena's here. Good evening there. I need to sit down and actually learn TS for a career. Yes, that's correct. You need to learn it and you need to make a job out of it. And hopefully you can do it. And if you did, please let me know. And if you want us to follow your career path, let us know as well. We will follow your GitHub and check from time to time. What is faster? Yes. Okay. I mean, what is faster? That's a whole another topic. Then we will talk about a million other languages that are faster than JavaScript. One of them being probably assembly, which is kind of like a very hardcore language to learn. So the closer to machine code you are writing, the better it will be, right? So that's it. Yeah. So Levin Dad said he's happy getting code and stuff. That's good. Nice. Nice. All right. I'm waiting also for your comments now, and then we will start coding. So let's wait for everybody to join, and then we start. All right. Cool. Let's go. Today we will continue with that white noise app, by the way. Yeah. Great. All right. All right. I'm gonna show you something very funny though. Yeah, maybe not today, because this can be clipped. Maybe not today. Next time I'll show you that. All right, cool. So actually I'm closer to 1,000 minutes live. That's really cool. From this week, which is just 2 days in the week, we have already 338 minutes live. And the good thing about this, TikTok like gives you these achievements, and if you like block them all or get them all or achieve them all, you get something called diamonds or something. I don't know what is it even called. I will open the live center now. Okay, I don't know. It's like a game here. Yeah, I don't understand the thing. Even though that I play a lot and I say to myself that I'm really good with tech, I'm not good with social media anymore. Like I understand the fact that I can scroll and see videos. That's nice. But I don't get the point sometimes of certain stuff. Do you also stream on Twitch? Yeah. Chris asked. Chris, you can find me with the same nickname. So just search Async Stack on Twitch and I will be happy for you to join there as well. How can you compile these TS files? I'm actually doing this way. So basically I will